हेलो गाइज, आप लोग कैसे हो। मैं अजीत प्रताप यादव आप लोगों के लिए नई वीडियो लेके आ गया। आज इस वीडियो में डिस्कस करूंगा क्लास 9 साइंस चैप्टर 11 साउंड। इसमें मैं क्या 100 क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर डिस्कस करूंगा। तो पार्ट वन में प्रोडक्शन एंड प्रोपागेशन ऑफ साउंड क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 to 25 डिस्कस करूंगा। आई विल डिस्कस इन पार्ट वन प्रोडक्शन एंड प्रोपागेशन ऑफ साउंड क्वेश्चन 1 to 25। What is sound? Sound is a form of energy that produces the sensation of hearing in our ear. What is sound? Sound is the form of energy that produces the sensation of hearing in our ear. Question number two: how is sound produced? Sound is produced by vibrating object. Question number three: what is necessary for the production of sound? Vibration or oscillation of an object is necessary for the propagation of sound. Question number four: to and fro or back and forth motion of an object is called vibration or oscillation. Question number five: how does a human voice is produced? In human, sound is produced by the voice box or larynx. The vocal cord in the larynx vibrate to produce sound. Question number six: what is a medium? The substance through which sound travel is called medium. It can be solid, liquid, or gas. Question number six: what is a medium? The substance through which sound travel is called a medium. It can be solid, liquid, or gas. Question number six: what is a medium? The substance through which sound travel is called a medium. It can be solid, liquid, or gas. Question number seven: can sound travel through a vacuum? Answer: no, sound cannot travel through a vacuum as it requires a material medium to travel. Question number 7: can sound travel through a vacuum? No, sound cannot travel through a vacuum as it requires a material medium to travel. Question number 8: describe an experiment to show that sound requires a medium to travel. Answer is that place an electric well inside an airtight glass well jar. As the air is pumped out from the jar, the sound of the well becomes fainter and eventually inaudible. Providing sound need a medium. Question number 8: describe an experiment to show that sound require a medium to travel. Answer: place an electric well inside the airtight glass bell jar. As the air is pumped out from the jar, the sound of the bell becomes fainter and eventually inaudible. Provide sound need a medium. Question number 9: how does sound travel from one place to another? Answer is that sound travel by creating a disturbance in the medium, which propagate in the form of waves. The particle of the medium vibrate about their mean position and transfer energy, not matter. Question number 10: what kind of wave is a sound wave? Sound wave is longitudinal wave. Question number 11: what is longitudinal wave? A wave in which the particle of the medium vibrate back and forth parallel to the direction of the wave propagation is called longitudinal waves. Question number 12: what are the two main characteristics of a longitudinal wave? Compression and rarefaction. Question number 13: define compression. A compression is a region in longitudinal wave where the particles are closer together, high pressure. Question number 14: define rarefaction. Question number 14: define rarefaction. A rarefaction is a region in a longitudinal wave where the particles are furthest apart, low pressure. Question number 14: define rarefaction. A rarefaction is a region in a longitudinal wave where the particles are furthest apart, low pressure. Question number 15: what is a transverse wave? Answer: a wave in which the particle of the medium vibrate up and down perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation is called transverse wave. Example: light waves on a string. Question number 16: can sound travel through a solid? Yes, sound can travel through a solid. In fact, sound travel faster in solid. Question number 17: through which medium does sound travel the fastest, solid, liquid, or gas? Solid. Question number 18: through which medium does sound travel the slowest? Gases. Question number 19: which sound wave called a mechanical wave because it requires a material medium for its propagation? Why is sound wave is called mechanical wave? So because it requires material medium for its propagation. Why wave is called mechanical wave? Because it requires a material medium for its propagation. Question number 20. What is a wave? A wave is disturbance that travel through a medium, transferring energy from one point to another without the transfer of matter. What is wave? A wave is a disturbance that travel through a medium, transferring energy from one point to another without without the transfer of matter. Question number 20. Why can we hear the sound of bell through an iron rod but not through air if the rod is long? Answer: because sound travels much faster in solid iron rod than in gaseous air. Question number 22. If an explosion takes place on the moon, can it be heard on the earth? Why? No, because the moon has no atmosphere. It is a vacuum and sound cannot travel through a vacuum. Question number 23. In which of the three media, air, water, or iron, does iron sound travel the fastest at given temperature? Iron. Question number 24. What is the approximate speed of sound in air at room temperature? Answer: approximately 346 meter per second. Question number 25. What happened to the speed of sound in a medium when the temperature increases? Answer: the speed of sound in medium increases with an increase in temperature. Part 2. Characteristics of sound wave. Question number 26 to 50. Question number 26. Draw a diagram of longitudinal wave and label compression and rarefaction. Answer: a diagram showing the ice spring with dense region, compression, and spread out region, rarefaction. Question number 27. Define amplitude. The magnitude of the maximum disturbance in the medium on either side of the mean value is called the amplitude of the wave. It is the height of crest or depth of a throw. Question number 28. Which is the SI unit of amplitude? Meter. Question number 29. How is the amplitude related to the loudness of the sound? Answer: the loudness of sound is proportional to the square of the amplitude. Greater the amplitude, louder the sound. Question number 30. Define frequency. The number of complete oscillation or vibration per unit time is called frequency of the wave. Question number 30. Define frequency. The number of complete oscillation or vibration per unit time is called frequency of the wave. Question number 31. What is the SI unit of frequency? Hertz. One vibration per second. Question number 32. How is frequency related to the pitch of sound? The pitch of sound is determined by its frequency. A higher frequency results in higher pitch, shrill sound, and a lower frequency results in lower pitch, deep sound. Question number 33. Define time period. The time taken to complete one oscillation is called the time period. Question number 33. Define time period. The time taken to complete one oscillation is called the time period. Question number 34. What is the relation between frequency and time period? Mu equal to 1 upon t or t equal to 1 b. Question number 35. Define wavelength. The distance between the two consecutive compression or two consecutive rarefaction is called wavelength. Question number 36. What is the SI unit of wavelength? Meter. Question number 37. Define wave velocity. The distance traveled by a wave in 1 second is called wave velocity. Question number 37. Define a wave velocity. The distance traveled by a wave in 1 second is called its wave velocity. Question number 38. What is the relation between wave velocity and frequency and wavelength? Mu equal to v into lambda. Question number 39. A sound wave has frequency of 2 kilohertz and a wavelength of 35 meters centimeter. Calculate the speed of sound. Answer: frequency mu equal to 2 kilohertz, 2000 hertz. Wavelength lambda equal to 35 centimeter equal to 0.35 meter. Speed mu equal to v into lambda. 2000 hertz multiplied by 0.35 meter equal to 700 meter per second. Question number 40. Calculate the wavelength of sound wave whose frequency is 220 hertz and speed is 440 meter per second. Answer B equal to V lambda is equal to 450 meter per second equal to 220 hertz multiplied by lambda equal to n equal to 440 upon 222 meter. Question number 41. A person is listening to a tone of 500 Hz sitting at a distance of 450 meter from the source of the sound. What is the time interval between successive compression from the source? The time interval between successive compression is the time period t. T equal to 1 upon v equal to 1 upon 500 equal to 0.002 SR 2 millisecond. Question number 42. How are the wavelength and frequency of sound wave related to its speed? The speed of sound v equal to frequency multiplied by v and to a wavelength lambda. Question number 43. What is the range of audible sound for a human ear? Answer is 2 hertz or 20,000 hertz. Question number 44. What are infrasonic sound? Sound with frequency below 2 Hz are called infrasonic sound. Example: sound produced by earthquake, whales, elephants. Question number 44. What are infrasonic sound? Sound with frequency below 20 Hz are called infrasonic sound. Example: sound produced by the earthquake, whale, elephant. Question number 45. What are ultrasonic sound? Sound with frequencies above 20 Hz are called ultrasonic sound. Example: sound used in sonar by dolphin and bats. Question number 46. A pendulum oscillates 40 times in 4 seconds. Find its time period and frequency. Answer: frequency V equal to number of oscillation upon time equal to 40 upon 4s equal to 10 jet. Time period T equal to 1 upon B 1 upon 10 equal to 0.1s. Question number 47. The frequency of source of sound is 100 Hz. How many times does it vibrate in 2 minutes? Answer: number of vibration in 1 second equal to 100. Time 2 equal to 2 minutes equal to 120 second. Total vibration equal to 100 Hz multiplied 120 is equal to 12,000. Question number 48. Which wave characteristic determine the loudness B pitch of sound? Loudness is determined by the amplitude V. Pitch is determined by the frequency. Question number 49. A sound has higher pitch than another. Which characteristic is responsible for this? Frequency. The sound with higher pitch has higher frequency. Question number 50. A sound is louder than another. Which characteristic is responsible for this? Amplitude. The louder sound has larger amplitude. Part 3. Reflection, echo and ultrasound. Question number 51 to 71. What is an echo? The repetition of sound caused by a reflection of sound wave from large hard surface is called an echo. Question number 52. State the condition necessary for an echo to heard. The minimum distance between the source of sound and the reflecting body should be 17.2 meter at the 22 degrees Celsius. This is because the human ear can distinguish between two sounds only if they are received at least 0.1 second apart. Question number 53. Why are the ceiling of the concert hall curved? The curved ceiling help in reflecting sound wave to reach all parts of the hall, eventually ensuring the sound is heard clearly at every seat. Question number 54. What is reverberation? The persistence of sound in an enclosed space due to the repeated reflection from its wall is called reverberation. Question number 55. How is reverberation different from an echo? An echo is a distinct single reflection heard after a delay. Reverberation is the persistence of sound due to the multiple rapid successive reflections that merge together. Question number 55. How is reverberation different, different from an echo? An echo is distinct single reflection heard after a delay. Reverberation is the persistence of sound due to the multiple rapid successive reflections that merge together. Question number 56. Why is reverberation undesirable in a concert hall? Excessive reverberation can cause the sound to become blurred, indistinct, and muddy as a multiple reflection overlap with the original sound. Question number 57. How can reverberation be reduced? By using sound absorbing material on the walls, ceiling, and floors, such as curtain, carpet, and foam panels. Question number 57. How can reverberation be reduced? By using sound absorbing material on the walls, ceiling, and floor, such as curtain, carpet, and foam panels. Question number 58. What is the principle used by the bat to navigate and hunt at night? Echolocation. Bat emit ultrasonic wave which, after reflecting from the obstacle or prey, return to them. They use these reflections to judge the distance and location of the sound. Question number 59. What is sonar? Sonar is stand for sound navigation and ranging. So, what is sonar? Sonar stands for sound navigation and ranging. It is a device that used to ultrasonic waves to measure the distance, direction, and speed of the underwater object. Question number 60. Explain the working of sonar. A sonar transmitter produce and transmit ultrasonic waves. These waves travel through water and after striking an object get reflected back and are detected by the receiver. The time taken for the echo to return it used to calculate the distance of object. Distance equal to speed of sound in water multiplied by time taken divided by 2. Question number 61. A ship send out a sonar signal and receive an echo 3 seconds later. Calculate the depth of the sea. Speed of sound in water is 15 meters per second. Time taken for echo to return. Time t equal to 3 seconds. Time taken by sound to reach the sea wave t dash t upon 2 is equal to 1.5 seconds. Depth of the sea d equal to speed into time. 1500 meters per second multiplied to 1.5 equal to 2250 meters. Question number 62. What are ultrasonic waves used in sonar? Ultrasonic waves have a high frequency and short wavelength, which allow them to travel long distance in water with little absorption and reflected effectively by the small object. Question number 63. What are the application of ultrasounds? Answer: medical ultrasonography for imaging it uses breaking kidney stones, and industrial cleaning delicate parts, detecting flaw in metals. Third, sonar for echolocation of underwater. Question number 64. How is ultrasound used for cleaning? Answer: object to be cleaned are placed in the cleaning solution and ultrasonic waves are passed through it. The high frequency wave dislodge the dirt and grease from the object. Question number 65. How is ultrasonic image of internal body organs produced? Ultrasonic waves are transmitted into the body. These waves get reflected from the boundaries between the different tissues and are detected. The reflection are used to create an electronic image of the organ. Question number 65. How is an ultrasonic image of internal body organ produced? Ultrasonic waves are transmitted into the body. These waves get reflected from the boundaries between the different tissues and are detected. The reflection are used to create an electromagnetic electronic image of the organ. Question number 66. What is the audible range of sound for a human child? It is slightly more than 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Question number 67. Why does the audible range of human decrease with age? With age, the sensitivity of the human ear to high frequency sound decreases. Question number 68. A sound wave travel at a speed of 340 meter per second. If its wavelength is 1.5 centimeter, what is the frequency of the wave? Will it be audible? Answer is the wavelength lambda equal to 1.5 centimeter 0.0515 m. Speed v equal to 340 meter per second. V lambda equal to 340. V equal multiply 0.015 equal to V equal to 340 upon 0.015 equal to 2267 Hertz. This frequency 22.7 kHz is above 20,000 Hertz, so it is ultrasonic and not audible to humans. Question number 69. What is the function of eardrum? The eardrum vibrates when sound waves fall on it and sends these vibration to the inner ear. Question number 70. What is seismograph? An instrument used to detect and record seismic waves, earthquake wave. Question number 71. What are the two types of seismic waves? Body waves, P waves and S waves, and surface wave, L waves and R waves. Question number 72. Which seismic waves are longitudinal in nature? P waves are primary waves or longitudinal. Question number 73. Which seismic wave are transverse in nature? S wave or secondary wave are transverse in nature. Why are sound wave called mechanical wave? Because they require material medium for their propagation. Question number 71. What is a sonic boom? A sonic boom is a loud sound caused by the shock waves created by an object moving faster than the speed of sound. Part 4. Humans ear and structure. Question number 76 to 100. Explain how to ear works. Answer. The outer ear pinna collect sound waves. दूसरा waves travel down the ear canal and strike the eardrum making it vibrate. Question number 3. Vibration are amplified by the three small bone in the middle ear, hammer, and wheel stirrups. Question number 4. The cochlea in the inner ear convert these vibrations into the electrical signal. Question number 5. The audio, auditory nerve carries these signals to the brain, which interpret them as sounds. Question number 77. Draw a neat and level diagram of the ear, of the human ear. Diagram showing pinna, ear canal, eardrum, hammer, and wheel, stirrup, cochlea, and auditory nerves. Question number 78. What is the function of the three tiny bones in the middle ear? They amplify the vibrations received from the eardrum and transmit them to the inner ear. Question number 79. What is the role of the cochlea? Cochlea. The cochlea is filled the fluid and contain tiny hair cells that convert the mechanical vibration into electrical signals. Question number 80. Why do we have to ear? Having two ear helps to determine the direction from which sound is coming. Question number 80. Why do we have two ear? Having two ear help us determine the direction from which the sound is coming. Question number 81. What is hearing impairment? Hearing impairment is the inability of to hear properly. It can be partial or complete. What is hearing impairment? Hearing impairment is the inability to hear properly. It can be partial or complete. Question number 82. What is the hearing aid? It is an electronic device used by people with hearing impairment. It amplifies the sound signal making them easier to hear. Question number 82. What is a hearing aid? It is an electronic device used by the people with hearing impairment. It amplifies the sound signal making them easier to hear. Question number 18. What are the cause of hearing impairment? What is noise? Unpleasant, unwanted, disruptive sound is called noise. Question number 18. What is music? Sound that pleasing to the ear. Question number 2. What are the cause of hearing impairment? Genetic factor, aging, exposure of loud noise, certain disease, or physical damage to the ear. Question number 83. What are the causes of hearing impairment? Genetic factors, aging, exposure to loud noise, certain disease, or physical damage to the ear. What is noise? Unpleasant, unwanted, or a disruptive sound is called noise. Unpleasant, unwanted, or disruptive sound is called noise. What is music? Sound that is pleasing to the ear is called music. Question number 85. What is music? Sound that is pleasing to the ear is called music. Question number 85. What is music? Sound that is pleasing to the ear is called music. Question number 86. What is noise? The presence of excessive or unwanted sound in the environment is called noise. What is noise? Unpleasant, unwanted, or disruptive sound is called noise. What is music? Sound that pleasing to the ear is called music. What is noise? Pollution. The presence of excessive or unwanted sound in the environment is called noise pollution. What is some source of noise pollution? Loudspeaker, vehicular horns, bursting of the cracker, industrial machinery, construction work, and household appliances. Question number 88. What are the harmful effects of noise pollution? Physical effect: hearing loss, high blood pressure, headache, psychological stress, anxiety, sleepiness. What are the harmful effects of noise pollution? Physical, there are three effects: physical, physiological, and other. Physical effect: hearing loss, high blood pressure, headache. Psychological effect: stress, anxiety, sleeplessness, irritability, others. Lack of concentration, reduced productivity. Question number 89. How can noise pollution be controlled? Answer: silencing noisy machinery, using sound absorbing material in building, planting tree along road and building. Question number 89. How can noise pollution be controlled? Is silencing noisy machinery, using sound absorbing material in building, planting tree along road and building, enforcing law to limit the use of loudspeaker and horns, using earplug in noisy areas. Using earplug in noisy areas. Question number 90. Why are trees planted along the road in urban area? Trees act as a sound absorber and help in reducing noise pollution. Why are trees are planted along the road in urban area? Trees act as a sound absorber and help in reducing noise pollution. Question number 91. The frequency of sound wave is 150 Hz. Calculate its time period. Time period T equal to 1 upon V, 1 equal to 1 upon 5, 150 equal to 0.0067 or 6.7 meter per second. Question number 92. A body vibrates 6,000 times in 1 minute. If the velocity of sound in air is 360 meter per second, find the frequency and wavelength of the sound produced. Answer: frequency B, number of vibration equal to time in second equal to 600,000 upon 60 equal to 100 Hz. Wavelength lambda B equal to upon 360 upon mm equal to 100 s, 3.6 meter. Question number 93. A child with the hearing impairment can feel the vibration of the musical instrument. Why? Because sound is produced by vibration. Even if the child cannot hear the sound, they can feel the mechanical vibration through their bodies. Question number 33. A child with hearing impairment can feel the vibration of musical instrument. Why? Because sound is produced by vibration. Even if the child cannot hear the sound, they can feel the mechanical vibration through their body. Question number 94. Why are the walls of the recording studio covered with the sound absorbing material? Question number 94. Why are the wall of the recording studio covered with the sound absorbing material? To prevent echoes and reverberation, ensuring that the recorded sound is clear and without any overlapping reflex. Question number 95. Question number 95. Why do we not hear an echo in a small room? Because the distance between the walls is less than 17.2 meters. So the reflected sound reaches our ear in less than 0.1 second, and merge with the original sound, causing reverberation instead of distinct echo. Question number 96. Sound travel faster on hot day than on cold day. Why? Because the speed of sound in gas is proportional to the square root of its absolute temperature. On a hot day, the air temperature is higher, so the speed of sound is higher. Question number 96. Sound travel faster on a hot day than on a cold day. Why? Because the speed of sound in a gas is proportional to the square root of its absolute temperature. On hot day, the air temperature is higher, so that the speed of sound is higher. Question number 97. Question number 97. What is the Mach number? The Mach number is the ratio of the speed of an object to the speed of sound in the surrounding medium. Mach 1 means the object is traveling at the speed of sound. Name the characteristics of sound with the help you to identify your friend by his voice while sitting sitting with the others in a dark room. Timbre or quality. Question number 99. What is timbre? Timbre or quality is the characteristics of sound which enable us to distinguish between two sounds of the same pitch and loudness produced by different instruments. What is timbre? Timbres or quality is that characteristics of sound which enable us to distinguish between the two sounds of the same pitch and loudness produced by different instruments. Question number 100. Two musical notes of the same pitch and loudness played in on a violin and sitar are different. Why? Due to the difference in their sound quality or timbre, the wave pattern of the two sound are different, which allow us distinguish between them. So I hope this extensive list help you master two chapter sound. Best of luck with your study.